everybody. Welcome to the Stick Mobility 45-minute class. Hope everybody's doing well today. Have a door jamb ready or a wall nearby. Here's our bench or your chair, kitchen chair, your dining room chair will work great for that. And a pad for your knee, so that way if we're in a half kneeling position, your knee will be protected. Alrighty, so let's get started. Let's grab our two sticks, and like always, folks, remember we don't take anything to the point of pain, so if we're doing a movement and it feels too uncomfortable for you, ease out of it, reduce your angle, or reduce the intensity that you're using. Let's set your feet about shoulder width apart. Place the sticks in front of the toes, about 10 inches in front of the toes. Reach those hands up, rope grip, and let's just hang. We're going to take weight onto the arms right now. And from here, elevate your heels up. So we're going to bring those toes into extension. And then we're slowly going to drop those heels down towards the floor. And repeat. Back up. Back down. Back up. Back down. One more. Back up. So we got those arms taking load, got those feet deloaded, but waking those toes up, and back down. Now, set your feet a little bit wider. We're going to get a little bit more activation through those feet. I'll turn my angle a little bit so you can see. Want that horse stance, head stacked over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Nice tall spine, hands about shoulder level, chest level. Give me 30% tension pushing those sticks into the floor, and slowly bring your heels up so your toes are in extension. Your head has not changed elevation. That head has stayed in the same position, and slowly bring your heels down. Back up. You can feel a little bit more load on the toes when we're doing this. Back down. Back up. Back down, down slow, one more, back up. Now here comes the fun part. Hover both sticks, hold that position, hold that toe extension on both feet, nice and tall spine. Bring both sticks down and bring the heels back down. Now let's open up that anterior line. Feet together, sticks at 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock. Bring your hands up to the top again. Take the top of the left foot, extend it back. You can see how the top of my foot is on the floor. At about 30% tension to 40% tension, push the top of the left foot down into the floor and start to lean back. Let your head go up to the ceiling as you pull your neck into extension and get a little bit of back bend. Squeeze the glute, tuck the pelvis. You're going to feel that radiate all the way down into the top of the left foot. Ease off. And again, push the top of the left foot down into the floor, about 30-40% tension. Squeeze the glutes, tuck the pelvis, pull your neck into extension. Breathe. And relax. Switch feet. Now you're extending that right foot back. Top of the foot on the floor. Push the top of the foot into the floor, about 30% tension. Squeeze the glutes, tuck the pelvis, pull your neck into extension, and breathe. Ease off. And again, push the top of the right foot into the floor. Squeeze the glutes, tuck the pelvis, pull your neck into extension. And ease off. Excellent. Okay, let's set one stick down. Place the stick behind your back, low back position. Remember, right above the tailbone, not on the mid back. So make sure it's nice and low. Set your feet nice and wide. And from here, what we're going to do is we're just going to dynamically go back and forth, side to side, moving the hips and the thoracic spine. Shift your weight to your left leg. So lunge to your left leg and bring the right end of the stick down and across your body. place it on the floor, and give it a light pull. So you're pulling apart on the stick. Ease off. Now switch, lunge to the right leg. Bring the left end of the stick down and across your body. Set it on the floor when you get to end range and pull apart on the stick. Lengthen it. So the bottom hand is pushing down and the top hand is driving up on the stick. Ease off. And now let's repeat. Go to the left side, set it down, pull apart on that stick. Ease off, switch sides, set the stick down, pull apart on the stick. Back to the left, pull apart on that stick. Back to the right, pull apart on that stick. One more. Back to the left. You should be able to get a little bit farther each time. And now back to the right. Ease off and relax. Now, move the stick up the back to your mid-back and place the stick in the crooks of the elbows. So this is what the back position should look like. Set your feet about shoulder width apart. Place your hands right at your hip bones and your ribs. So your thumb is at your ribs and your fingers are at your hip bone. All right? So we want to make sure that we know where those two areas are right now. From this position, bring your hands back up. Squeeze your glutes. We don't want those hips to rotate. Turn your head, keep your head facing forward. Take your right hand and reach it across your body. Don't let the hips turn though. Keep those hips nice and facing forward. Keep them square. Now move the stick to your left, or to your right, sorry. So the left hand is coming forward, squeezing the glutes, and now back to the other side. Move your right hand and reach across your body. Try to keep the back side of the stick against your left lat. Try not to let it flare off. Once again, move to the right so your left hand is reaching across your body. Squeeze those glutes. Those glutes should be acting like a braking system so your hips don't rotate right now. Keep that stick on your right lat. Now, this time, let's turn the hips and let's turn the head. So we're going to rotate to the left. You're going to turn your right hip, but keep your foot on the floor. And now let's turn to the right. Squeezing the glutes, turn the left hip, but keep your foot on the floor. Back to the left. Back to the right. Come back to center. Now let's rotate, full rotation from the ground all the way up. So let's take that right foot, push it into the floor, corkscrew the foot, and rotate to the left. Full maximal rotation. So if you look at my right foot, you can see the toes are in extension, ankle, knee, and hip. So you should be transferring your weight to your left leg right now. Come back to center. Come to a full stop. Now the left foot, drive it into the floor, turn it, and rotate your body to the right. Feel those left toes in extension. Toes, ankle, knee, and hip. Your weight should be transferring to your right hip. Come back to center, and now back to the left. Let your head turn. Let's get maximal rotation. Imagine you're like a towel and you're trying to wring yourself out. Back to center, and one more to the right. Back to center, and relax. Now, for this one, we're going to go into a split stance. We're going to load the front leg a little bit, and we're going to add some rotation and some frontal plane stability demands. Overhand grip on the stick. Set your feet together. And let's step back with the left foot. From here, you can see my left leg is straight. Shift your weight forward onto your right leg. So your right leg should be carrying about 80 to 90% of your load right now. Keep your back nice and straight. From here, at 30-40% tension, pull apart on the stick. Try to lengthen it. You can see how I'm pulling apart without moving my hands. Rotate the stick to the right, and the right end of the stick is going up to the ceiling. Now shorten the stick, push in on the stick, and come back to center. When we're back at center, pull apart on the stick and rotate to the left. So you're pulling yourself into rotation, and now push in on the stick, shorten it, and push yourself back to the center position. One more, ready? Pull, rotate to the right. Keep that load on that right leg. Push yourself back to center. Pull, rotate to the left. Push, come back to center. And now let's switch sides. Right leg is back. Heel is up. Shift weight onto that left leg. Keep your back flat. Pull apart on that stick and rotate to the left. Push. Shorten the stick back to center. Pull. Rotate right. Push. Back to center. Pull. Rotate to the left. Push. Back to center. One more. Pull. Rotate right. Push. Back to center. And relax. Okay. Let's grab both sticks. Feet together. Sticks at 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock. Hands are chest level. Give me 40% tension pushing the sticks into the floor. Arms are extended. Bring your right hip up into flexion. Low position. Look at the position of my leg, upper leg bone. It's right in between the sticks. Let's do some stick taps. Internal rotation. Bring your foot out and tap the inside of the right stick. Bring your midfoot over and tap the left stick. Use your midfoot. Tap the right, tap left. Keep your upper leg bone in the middle. So this is internal, external rotation. We're not looking for abduction, adduction. Back to center, bring your leg up a little bit higher. Internal, external. Internal, external. Internal, external. Back, maximal hip flexion. Internal, external, internal, external, internal, external. Back to center and relax. If you find you're having trouble tapping one of the sticks, then move that stick in closer to your center line. But you don't have to move both sticks, just move the one that you're having problems with. Give me 50% tension pushing the sticks into the floor. Bring your left hip up into flexion, low position, about 6 inches off the floor. Internal rotation, external. Internal, external. Internal, external. Back to center. Bring your hip up a little bit higher. Internal, external, internal, external, internal, external. Maximal hip flexion. Internal, external, internal, external, internal, external. Back to center and relax. And like we said before, if you experience some cramping in any tissues, ease out of it, walk around a little bit. Once it dissipates, jump right back in where we're at, all right? Now, let's combine some abduction, adduction with internal, external rotation. Take your sticks a little bit wider. Take them out to about 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Hands are shoulder level, chest level. Give me 50% tension pushing those sticks into the floor. Now, bring your right hip up into maximal flexion. Make sure you're driving that left leg straight into the floor to maintain left hip extension. Now, pull your whole leg out to the side so that your midfoot is hitting the inside of that right stick and drive. Push. So your upper and lower leg bones are stacked. So here's your abduction. Maintain that tension and now externally rotate. Internally rotate. Try not to move the rest of your body. Externally rotate. Internally rotate. External. Internal. One more. External. Internal. Back to center and relax. Left side. Here we go. Ready? 50% tension into the floor. Maximal hip flexion on that left hip. Abduct out and push. External. Internal. External. Internal. Remember, you're driving that foot into the stick the entire time. Internal. One more. External. Internal. Back to center and relax. Now let's do adduction. 50% tension into the floor. Maximal hip flexion on that right hip. Move your leg to the outside of the stick and pull in. So that instep is pushing against the stick. External rotation. Internal. External. Internal. External. Internal. External. Internal. Back to center and relax. Other side, here we go. 50% tension, maximal hip flexion on the left hip. Bring your foot to the outside and drive in. External. Internal. External. Internal. External. Internal. External. Internal. Back to center and relax. Good. Now, let's go to that doorway and let's get some Dunphy squats in, and we're going to do some shifting around when we're at the bottom today, all right? So, we're in our doorway. Place the stick above us or the ceiling, whatever you're using. Stick is the 12 o'clock position. Find your belly button and place both hands once again below the belly button. Set your feet wherever you feel comfortable. Push the stick up at 60 to 70% tension into that stanchion above you and drop. Squeeze those elbows in. Nice tall spine. You're still pushing. And now from here, let's take that right leg and move the knee in and then push the knee out. Move the knee in, push the knee out. In, out. Now let's switch legs. Left leg, pull the knee in, push the knee out. In, out, in, out. Back to center and drive up. Take a couple seconds. We're going to go back to that in just a second, change it up a little bit, but let's give those hips just a little bit of a break. And so we're going to do some anti-rotational work. Set your stick either against the wall or the door jamb. Take a nice wide base with your feet. Elbows are at 90 degrees. Push the stick into that wall or that stanchion at about 70% tension. Breathe. As we're pushing the stick into the wall, you should feel that outside leg driving into the floor. Take that outside leg, corkscrew it and rotate towards the wall. So as we're rotating towards the wall, you're still pushing that stick into the wall. Now come back to center, stop, keep pushing that stick into the wall, take that inside leg and rotate away from the wall. Back to center. One more time. Push, rotate towards the wall. Back to center. Rotate away from the wall. Back to center. One more time. Push. Give me 80% tension this time. Push a little bit harder. Rotate away from the wall. Back to center. And relax. Let's switch sides. Face the other way. Nice wide base with the feet. Elbows at 90 degrees. Give me 70% tension, pushing that stick into the wall. Maintain that tension and rotate towards the wall. Back to center, rotate away from the wall. Back to center, rep 2. Back to center. Rep 3. And relax. Okay, let's go back to the squats. Set your stick. Stick to the 12 o'clock position. Find your belly button. Place both hands below your belly button. Push at about 80% tension up into the ceiling and drop. Elbows stay in, nice tall spine. We're here pushing up at about 80% tension, and now start to turn. So turn to the right and turn to the left. So we're moving those ankle joints around. We're allowing the dorsiflexion to increase on this ankle as I'm rotating to the right. As I rotate to the left, you're going to feel that on the right ankle. Keep pushing up. Keep your heels flat. Back to center and drive back up. Okay, now we're going to do some pushing and pulling inside that door jamb, all right? So let's start with the push first. Place your stick parallel to the floor. Place your right hand on the stick. Split stance. So your right foot should be back. Your right heel is elevated. Leave some flexion in that right elbow. And when I say push, ready? Push. You're driving that right hand forward. Imagine there's an object in front of you and you're pushing that right object away with that right hand. Breathe. Ease off. As you push with the right hand, pull back with the left arm. Ready? And push. Give me about 80% effort. Push. Relax. One more. Ready? Push. 80% effort. Push. And relax. Switch sides. Left hand is on the stick. Left foot is back. Back heel is up. Here we go. Ready? 70% effort. Push. And you're going to feel that one side doesn't push as well as the other. Ease off. Ready? 80% effort. Ready? Push. You're going to feel that left foot driving into the floor to help you drive that stick away from you. Ease off. And one more. Ready? Push. And relax. Now, move the stick to the opposite side. Now we're going to pull. So the stick is parallel to the floor. Grab your right hand with the stick. Step back with that right foot. Ready? And now pull. You're trying to pull that shoulder back towards you on that right shoulder. Push that left forward. Ease off. Okay, ready? Remember, because wherever there's push, we have to have pull, and wherever there's pull, we have to have push, right? Ready? And pull with the right, and you should be reaching forward with the left. You should feel this front leg really driving into the floor. Relax. Ready? One more. Pull. And relax. Switch sides. Left hand is on the stick. Left foot is back. Here we go. About 70% effort. Pull. You should feel the back of your left shoulder pulling. Reach forward with that right hand. Ease off. Ready? And again, pull. Ease off. One more rep. Ready? Pull. You should feel this right foot really driving into the floor. And relax. Good. So there's a little pushing and pulling from a standing position where we're going to use most of it anyways. All right. Now let's get into our stretching. Okay. So we're going to use this bench here. And what we're going to do is we're going to work on external rotation. So I'm going to move this over a little bit. So this is where your kitchen chair comes in handy. Have a seat on it, right on the edge of the chair. Don't sit too far back. Set your sticks at about 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Take your right leg and bring it up and rest it on top of your left femur. Okay? So here we have external rotation on that right hip. Hands are about chest level. We're going to push the sticks into the floor about 30% tension. Keep your back nice and flat and start to lean forward. As you lean forward, external rotation. Lean forward, chest, sternum is going forward. Come back up. And again, 30% tension. Push the sticks forward. Push your sternum forward. Keep your back nice and flat. You're going to feel that external rotation become loaded. Nice and easy though. Back nice and slow. And one more time. This is a great alternative to the pigeon pose or the pigeon stretch, especially for people that can't get down onto the floor. And also for people that don't have that external rotation ability and they can't keep that back hip closed. Here's a great alternative. Back nice and flat though, so remember that. We don't want that rounded spine. So you're thinking about, as you reach forward, imagine someone has a string at your sternum and is pulling that forward at your sternum. All right, let's switch legs. Left leg up. Okay, sticks at 10 and 2. Give me 30% tension, pushing those sticks into the floor, back nice and straight, and then lean forward. Back nice and flat. Imagine somebody has that string at your sternum and is pulling you forward. Ease off. And again, reach forward. Breathe. Nice deep inhale. And really focus on a nice slow exhale. Ease off. Let's go 2 more. One more. Back to center and relax. Okay, from here, what we're going to do, put one stick down. We're going to do some thoracic opening, but we're going to keep the hips locked in so that your hips aren't going to compensate or create any unnecessary movement that'll take away from your thoracic rotation. So we're going to bring our feet underneath us a little bit more. Place the stick over at 3 o'clock. Reach your hand up just so it's above the head. Keep the arm out to your side. Push the stick into the floor at about 30% tension. And now reach for the floor with the left hand. Don't let the right hand slide. Keep that right hand in that same position and keep your right arm in that same position. Do not let the arm come forward. Now, take that left hand and reach across to your right. Come back to center. And again, take that left hand, reach across to the right. Come back. One more time. Reach across to the right. Come back to center. And now let's switch sides. Stick is at 9 o'clock. Bring your left hand up so it's above your head. Grip. Make sure that left hand does not slide. Push the stick into the floor with that left hand about 30% tension. And now reach for the floor with that right hand. You're going to start to feel that stretch through the left pec, ribs. Now take that right hand and reach to the left. Ease back. And again. Ease back. One more time. Reach. Ease back. Nice. Okay. Now let's open up the front hip. So we're going to move this bench over a little bit. I'm going to change the angle so you can see me a little bit better. Let's take that pad. Let's grab that pad, place it down. If you don't have the tissue length in through the front of the hip, you can do this from a standing position just by simply placing the foot up onto a chair behind you like this and going through the same cues that we're going to give you for the people that are in the half kneeling position. If you have that tissue length, then go ahead and go down into your half kneeling position with your top of your right foot on the bench behind you. Alrighty? We're going to take one stick and we're going to place it in front in line with the right quad, and we're going to move it forward about 2 feet in front of us. Take the top of the stick and move it back and reach up with that right hand. Right away, you should feel that lengthening through this whole right anterior line. Take that right hand and push the stick into the floor about 30% tension. Your left hand is grabbing the stick at about sternum level. Take the top of your right foot and push it down into the pad or your chair. Squeeze your glute and tuck your pelvis. So we have a posterior pelvic tuck on that right hip. You're going to feel that whole front anterior tissue line activate. Now from here, let's move the stick and the torso to the left. Keep your right hip in. Do not let that right leg flare out. Keep that facing forward. Come back to center. Ease off tension. Let's repeat again. Ready? Push the stick into the floor with the right hand. Push the top of the right foot into the chair at about 30% tension. Squeeze the glutes, tuck the pelvis, and rotate to the right, or to the left, sorry. So we're rotating to the left. Keep that left hip in. And now, here's the fun part. With that left hand, pull back. So you're going to feel that all the way into that right hip. You're going to feel that right lat engaging. Ease off. Let's do that one more time. Here we go. Ready? Push the stick into the floor with that right hand. Push the top of the right foot down. Squeeze the glute, tuck the pelvis, rotate to the left. When you get to end range, take that left hand and pull the stick back. And relax. Let's switch legs. Left leg is down. Left foot is on top. Take the stick, place it in front in line with the left quad, and move it about 1.5 feet, 2 feet forward. Take the top of the stick, angle it in so you can reach straight up with that left arm. Bring that right hand across about sternum level. With the left hand, push the stick into the floor at about 30% tension. You're pushing the top of the left foot into the floor at 30% tension. Squeeze the glutes, tuck the pelvis. And now rotate to the right. And one side is going to be a little bit tighter than the other. As soon as you rotate, your brain's going to tell you right away, oh man, this way is way tighter. Squeezing that glute, tucking that left pelvis. Ease off. Release tension. Here we go. Rep 2. Push the stick into the floor about 30% tension. Push the top of the left foot. Squeeze the glute, tuck the pelvis, and turn to your right. When you've hit end range, take that right hand and pull the stick back. Ease off. Come back to center. Release your lines of tension. We've got one more rep. Here we go. Ready? Push the stick into the floor at about 30% tension. Push the top of that left foot. Rotate. Squeeze the glute. Tuck that pelvis. Turn. When you get to end range, that right hand, grab the stick and pull it back. You should feel that outer left lat engaged, left shoulder, left ribs, and they're resisting the pull of that right hand. And relax. Awesome. You should feel a nice opening through the front of those hips right now. Okay, now let's go into a single arm monkey hang. Take your feet about hip width apart. Stick is outside at 3 o'clock. Remember, use the bench or an elevated platform if you need. If the stick is a little too short for you, you can just set it up and do the same exact thing about what we're going to do right now. Okay? Reach up, grab a rope grip. Bring your left hand across sternum level just to reassure yourself that this stick is going to hold your weight. And now drop. And we're letting gravity do its thing. So we're just dropping the butt straight down towards the floor. Gravity's pretty smart, knows exactly what to do. Let that left hand go once you know that stick is going to hold you. And we're passively just hanging. And now at about 30% tension, push the stick down into the floor with that right hand. You're going to feel that all the way through that right arm line down into your ribs, your shoulder complex. Now we're going to do a little bit of reaching. Take that left hand and reach out to 9 o'clock. So you're going to shift your weight a little bit. Stay hanging on that stick though. Now, reach forward to 12 o'clock. So you're pulling that right arm back as a result of you reaching with the left. Come back and now reach over to 3 o'clock. As you reach across, you can let your hips rotate a little bit, but not too much. Just a little bit of rotation. Try to get that more through the right shoulder. Come back to center, and now rotate back to 6. Try to keep your hips square as you turn. So you want to try to keep your hips facing forward. Back to center and relax. Remember, just like a rubber band, we have to lock one side down in order to be able to stretch that tissue. So if your hips are flopping around, you're not going to be able to stretch the areas that we're targeting. So try to keep those hips square. Left hand up, we switch to 9 o'clock. Bring your right hand across, and now just drop and hang. Breathe. Once you know that stick is going to hold you, just release that right hand. Full inhale, full exhale. And now take that right hand and reach out to your 3. Shift your weight a little bit. So you're on that right leg, but keep weight on that left arm. So you're hitting that diagonal pattern between your left arm and your right hip. Come back to center. Reach forward to 12 o'clock. And as you reach forward, the farther you reach forward, that left arm should reflexively pull back. Breathe. Remember, you're pushing the stick into the floor at about 30% tension with that left hand. Come back to center. Reach across to your 9 o'clock. Try to keep your hips square. I know it's hard to disassociate for some people, so that's why a little bit of hip rotation may take place, but try to prevent a lot of it or all of it. Come back to center, and now rotate around to 6. Keep your hips square. Breathe. Come back to center and relax. Okay. Now, let's finish with our bow and arrow. Okay? Feet apart, about hip width apart. Place the stick at 3 o'clock. Elbow is right elbow's at 90 degrees. Grab right above where the sticker is. Bring your left hand over the top. Keep your hips square so both hips face 12 o'clock. Push your hip out to 9 o'clock first, and then extend both arms out. So we're attacking and opening up that whole left lateral line right now. Your legs are straight. Ease off tension. Rotate the stick slightly. So always remember, when you're doing this bow and arrow, if the stick were to disappear, would you fall over? And if you were to fall over, then you're leaning on the stick. You're not opening up the lateral line like we needed to. Push your hip out to 9 o'clock first, and then extend both arms away. So I'm opening up the tissue. If the stick were to disappear right now, I wouldn't fall over because my weight is still centered on my legs. Breathe. Keep your ribs down. And now from here, take the stick and moving just the shoulders, pull the stick back. Keep your ribs down. Come back to center. And again, pull the stick back. Ease off. Good. We'll do that one more time. Rotate the stick slightly. Here we go. Push your hips out to 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock first. Extend the arms away from you to 3 o'clock. Breathe, keeping your ribs down. Pull the stick back behind you. You're going to feel the shoulders open up, the ribs open up. Move the stick forward. And now again, pull the stick back. Back to center. Excellent. Switch sides. So the stick is at 9 o'clock, about 8 to 10 inches away from you. Left elbow is at 90 degrees. Reach over the top. Keep your hips square. Push your hips out to 3 o'clock first, and then extend the arms out. Breathe. Full inhale, full exhale. Let your head tilt also. Remember, that's part of that lateral line, so the head's got to tilt. Ease off. Ready? Rotate the stick slightly. Here we go. Push your hip out, and now extend your arms away from you. And you can do this lateral movement with your head and feel the effect that that has on that top shoulder as you drop your head down and then you pick your head up. So that shows you why that head is part of that lateral line. Now pull the stick back. Bring the stick forward and pull the stick back. Keep your legs straight. Bring the stick forward, ease off. Rotate the stick slightly. One last time. Here we go. Ready? Push your hips out to 3 o'clock first. Drive the stick away from you to 9 o'clock. Let your head tilt, and now pull the stick back. Open up the ribs. Bring the stick forward. One more time. Pull the stick back. Bring the stick forward and relax. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Another great session. Hope you all enjoyed it. Be sure to check out YouTube Stick Mobility. We have about 230 videos up right now with many more coming. So check out our content. It's all there for you guys for free because we want to keep everyone out there moving and moving well. All right. Until Tuesday, everybody out there, stay safe. Peace.